Standard Bank CEO Tshabalala has hailed the short-term and long-term benefits of South Africa holding the presidency of the G20. He was speaking to SABC News on the sidelines of the Standard Bank Commercial and Business Banking Unlock Africa conference held in Cape Town. He also reiterated his view that African states need to do more to make their countries attractive for investment by better managing public finances and being transparent about them, while also saying that traditional ratings agencies need to be more accurate in their ratings of African countries based on the latest data. Nompumelelo Siziba filed this report.
The Unlock Africa conference covered a myriad of issues from agriculture, opportunities for growth in the productive sectors of the economy, like manufacturing, as well as investment in infrastructure, like energy and technological innovation. Areas seen as being able to catalyze the economic fortunes of the continent. Standard Bank CEO Tshabalala is agitating for the relaxation of Basel III capital requirements, that is, the amount of money that the financial sector needs to set aside to ensure that its depositors' monies are secured in the event of a crisis.
How do we get banks and insurance companies to be more active in infrastructure? One of them is by reducing the amount of capital that banks and insurance companies have to hold to protect the depositors against the risks that they take when they lend. At the moment, the rules are too stringent. We hold too much capital for those projects, and we are suggesting a new way of thinking about them so that you hold less capital. When that happens, the banks and insurance companies can invest in more projects. That's essentially what the suggestion is.
Tshabalala lamented that ratings agencies' pricing of African debt was too high, adding that there needed to be a fairer approach in how the continent's risk was priced, adding that indeed African governments should get their houses in order where possible, while ratings agencies do better in their assessments.
We are arguing that that perception of the risk in Africa that creates that premium, the perception is incorrect and needs to be fixed. There are two ways of fixing it. The one is, as you say, I've said, governments getting their act in order, improve their fiscal processes and policies, how they collect taxes and so forth. Just on collection of taxes, we produce massive minerals, but only collect about 40% of the revenues. The rest disappears. So, I mean, it's scandalous that that's the case. So the second thing that they need to do is budget transparency. Be transparent to the world about your finances. The third one is improve your management of investor relations. So we, for example, as banks, spend a lot of time working on talking to the people that give us money. And governments ought to be doing the same. So that's on the one hand. We've also been saying the risk managers and the ratings agencies also need to improve how they think about Africa and make sure that they're using the right data to allocate the ratings on the African continent.
Standard Bank has been an active player in the Business 20, also known as B20, to further the goals of South Africa's presidency of the G20 this year, and says there are immediate economic benefits to be had from it.
In the short term, the fact that there will be a series of meetings held in South Africa means that there's going to be a greater movement of people coming to South Africa. That's the first one. More revenues, more foreign exchange, more work at hotels and so forth, and that's real. It's gonna. So, for example, when the B20 was launched, the aircraft, from Frankfurt and from London and New York coming to Cape Town were chock-a-block as a consequence.
Tshabalala says South Africa having a voice in the G20 and B20 means it's able to lead the conversation on global issues, giving the country the opportunity to positively influence the future across a number of issues, including, importantly, economic and social imperatives, not just for itself, but for the rest of the world. Nompumelelo Siziba, SABC News, Cape Town.